Happy Saturday, foodie friends and grain-free VIPs, and welcome to today's Slice of the Grain-Free Lifestyle episode, where our topic is, how can I get off the grain-free struggle bus and start eating like normal again? I'm so proud of you for choosing this topic because honestly, if you can do this, you can go from the big place of struggle to the big win. And that's what we all want, right? We want all the rewards of a grain-free, allergy-friendly lifestyle without missing out on our favorite foods. So, as you're coming on and being notified that I am here live, let's start with a song, okay? I am grain-free and I can do anything. You are grain-free and you can do anything. We are grain-free and we can do anything. Thank you to my awesome VA Arlene. Thank you for that sound check, letting me know that you can hear me. I'm coming to you live from my kitchen in Oakdale, Connecticut. As you are notified that I'm here live, could you please let me know where you are tuning in from? And also, what has you on the struggle bus? Now, while you're thinking of that and you're responding and you're telling me all your struggles, I took 5 minutes, okay? And I read and I wrote down some of mine. So if it's okay, I'm just going to read you some of my struggles that got me a permanent pass to the struggle bus for about the first 5 years of my grain-free lifestyle. Missing out on cake at my own birthday party. Watching everyone eat the good stuff and skipping and skipping and skipping, okay? Hives that wouldn't go away, constant weight gain, living on a restrictive calorie diet, being hungry all the time, constant stomach aches, feeling like everything was off limits, and the only thing that was safe was water and vegetables. I couldn't find recipes to suit my needs. The doctor's advice was go online and look for recipes, and there weren't any. Unexplained infertility. Nothing tasted right. Everything either tasted like bricks, shingles, sheetrock, coconut, or almond. It was awful. I was working my butt off and getting nowhere. People meant well with their support, but after hearing, I don't know how you do it, for the 100th time, it got old and I just wanted to hide. Okay? Not having grain-free, allergy-friendly alternatives for my favorite foods. I wanted to fix everything all at once. And because I was trying everything, I got nowhere. So what has you on the struggle bus? What has gotten you your ticket, other than the fact that you need to avoid grains and allergens? And for me, I avoid apples, almonds, bananas, beef, blueberries, cassava, corn, dairy, eggs, all grains, peas, pork, potatoes, soy, pineapples, oranges, sunflower, sweet potatoes, active yeast, benzoic acid, and my husband is lectin and legume free. And if you're going, oh my God, Nina, what do you even eat? Do you eat water soup? Hold up. We eat normal foods, we just make them with different ingredients. And today I'm going to show you a new recipe that I'm breaking. So the first recipe is this crust. This is a grain-free, allergy-friendly, no-bake pie crust. This is a no-bake cheesecake, and grain-free VIPs, this recipe is coming to the VIP recipe box. If you're not yet a VIP and you would like the recipe, put VIP below. Now, if it's okay with you, we're going to multitask and we're going to talk about how we can get off the struggle bus while I get my no-bake cheesecake ready, because big mistake, I didn't put enough filling, but I'm pretty sure that I can fill the top with whipped cream and make it look nice and full. And that way, I'll have a nice pretty cheesecake. So, all right, what are the 3 things that I can give you to do today that will help you get off the struggle bus and stay off it? First, abandon unrealistic goals. You're not going to fix everything all at once. So pick what is most important and work on that first, okay? Learn what your new parameters are. What can you work with? What techniques can you use? What convenience foods are available? And last but not least, have fun exploring. Don't be afraid to try new things. So let's look at that first step Abandon unrealistic goals. And this is my dairy-free whipped cream. The recipe is in the VIP recipe box. Remember, if you want the recipe, put VIP or recipe below so that I can reach out to you. VIPs, you too. I will send you the link directly. Okay, so this is my newest recipe, dairy-free whipped cream. Okay, now sometimes I get a recipe right the first time. Other times it takes me a long time to do it. Now, see this whipped cream? See how fluffy it is? See how it looks like dairy cream? That's what takes a long time to get a recipe that tastes right, looks right, acts right, okay? So, I'm just gonna take my whipped cream and I'm just gonna kind of make these little kisses with it, okay? Now, why do I say start by abandoning unrealistic goals? Easy. You can't do everything all at once. Don't start with a goal of a whole grain-free 4th of July or a whole grain-free Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you so much. Those of you who are here live with me, please say hello in the chat. Karen Hawley's here. Love you, Karen. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Karen, this is my brand new dairy-free whipped cream. If you haven't tried it yet, print the recipe now. Thank me later. Oh my God, it's a life changer. Okay, and I am topping my no-bake cheesecake with it. So we said the first thing we're going to do to get off the struggle bus is abandon those unrealistic goals. We're not going to set a goal of, I'm going to have a whole grain-free 4th of July on the 4th of July. We might say something like, I'm going to eat only safe foods today. And if you're thinking that is the most boring thing, well, boring, yes. Feeling good? Fabulous. Now, if you're thinking, but I want real foods. Oh, okay. Well, would it be a realistic goal for you to learn to make one grain-free, allergy-friendly food that you could enjoy? Maybe it's a bread that you could use for sandwiches or toast or breadcrumbs for your, for your cooking. Maybe it's a dessert because, like me, you're a dessert hound and you will positively die if you have to spend the rest of your life without dessert. I told you, part of what had me on the struggle bus was watching people eat cake at my birthday party while I was like, no, I can't have any and I don't know what to do. I went home and cried after that party. And I didn't just cry after that party. I felt that deep sadness for 1 year. For 1 year until I had cake the next year. And you know what happened? I had cake. The doctor told me, Nina, have a small exposure. You'll be fine. And you know what that cake came with? Hives. Birthday cake should not come with hives. So, I spent a long time on the struggle bus. Now, as someone who has lived without grains and most top allergens for 14 years, I will be the first to tell you, you don't have to live on the struggle bus. But it does take some work. And that's why I say set those realistic goals right away. Because once you start achieving those realistic goals, like I'm only going to eat my safe foods today, you can be proud of yourself, right? And as you are proud of yourself and as you are celebrating, you can give yourself some rewards. What do I mean by rewards? Whipped cream. Yep. No gluten, no grains, no dairy, no egg, no soy, no corn, no almond, no cashew, no peanut, no sesame, no lectins, no legumes, no nightshade, and this wonderful whip. And you can see, it looks like dairy, it pipes like dairy, and it tastes like dairy. So, what's step 2? Learn what your new parameters are. I will be the first to tell you that I felt like I had been transported to another planet. None of the ingredients that I had worked with before were safe. I had to learn a whole new world. Felt like not even gravity applied. But the good news is that there are parameters to that world that you now find yourself in. And your world might not be my world. You may have different safe foods and different allergens than I do, and that's okay. I have clients who can't have coconut, but coconut is a safe food for me, so what do? We explore options for them so that they can actually break my recipes and make them safe for their families. And they're not just breaking my recipes because they know their parameters, they know what their safe foods are, they've learned how the ingredients work, and now they can step outside the box and start building that. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that beautiful? Which chef made that? I'm not a chef. I did not even go to cooking school. But I know what my parameters are. I know how my ingredients work. I know the techniques that make them behave like normal grain-based foods. Right? I know that. Took me 10 years to figure it out. And after I started supporting others, I kept going. Okay? Now, what would make you feel normal? I'm just taking some strawberries and putting them upside down here because I thought that would be pretty. Maybe not as pretty as I thought. That's okay. But anyway, you get the idea. It's a pretty little no-bake cheesecake. So, what kind of parameters would be helpful to you? What I recommend is you start by learning your grains and your grain-based ingredients. There are more than 150 ingredients made from grains hiding under labels so that when you pick up that dairy-free dip, you don't know if it's dairy-free and grain-free or not. So if you can have that list of 150 grain-based ingredients at your fingertips, it gets a lot easier. And if you want that list, just put list below so I can reach out to you and help you access it. Now, once you know your grains and your grain-based ingredients, what's the next step? Learn what your safe foods are. VIPs, this is at your fingertips. In my course, Grain-Free Magic, where I teach you about flour, egg replacer, butter replacer, how to use sugar, how these ingredients work. There are 9 modules in my course, Grain-Free Magic. And what does that do for you? That puts it on demand so that you can do this learning on your schedule. And if you're going, Nina, it's too hot to cook right now. Okay, so sit and learn. Sit and learn. And that way you will be ready. I am off all summer. I do nothing but prep, plan, teach cooking classes, and roll. And these classes can be at your fingertips. If you want to learn more about that, definitely drop VIP below. Now, like I said, you want to learn what your parameters are. What are grains? What are hidden grains? So you can avoid them. Avoid the nasty consequences that come with them. What are your safe ingredients? And then what techniques will get your safe ingredients to look and act like the real thing so that you are not missing out? Because if you can eat no-bake cheesecake, or if you can have whipped cream in your trifle, you can't really say you're missing out. You might say you're doing a little extra, and I agree there is extra that comes with a grain-free lifestyle, but that extra is worth it. Because when you start doing that extra and you avoid the grains and you avoid the allergens and you're sitting at that table at that party and you look around the table and you go, everybody else looks real tired and sick. I'm not as sick as I used to be because I'm healing, because allowing myself to ditch the grains, to ditch the allergens, to stick with maybe my one safe dessert until I learn a second, to avoid all these foods while I'm learning. It's getting you off the struggle bus, and it's helping you achieve that goal of restoring your health. Now, the last part, and I cannot stress this enough, you have to have fun exploring. If you treat it like an assignment with a report that's due, you're not going to have fun. If you scroll and you print a recipe and you get the perfect recipe and it doesn't turn out and you're mad at yourself, But when you start having fun and you take that flopped recipe and we'd be here for 6 hours if I told you about my flopped recipes. The breads that were excellent for breadcrumbs, but guess what? I had breadcrumbs for my casseroles. Or the sour cream that was supposed to be cream cheese, but all of a sudden I had sour cream so I could have dips again, right? Have fun exploring. If you're like, but I don't know what to do, I am stuck, Nina, and I don't want to be stuck anymore, then I want to invite you to come and meet with me so that I can help you get off the struggle bus and step into the best level of your grain-free lifestyle. Because if you're watching this, chances are you've tried everything else. You've tried the elimination diets, you've tried discipline, you've tried yelling at yourself, you've tried getting mad at yourself, and that only goes so far, right? I've done this for myself. I've done this for my clients, but I can't help you unless we meet together. So use that link, get your name on my calendar, and we will do this together, okay? So how do you get off the struggle bus? Abandon the unrealistic goals. The goal of my grain-free lifestyle is going to be perfect. It's not. What's the one thing that will move you closer towards that perfect grain-free lifestyle and make you happy? Is it a bread? Is it a dessert? Is it pizza? Is it convenience foods? Convenience foods are okay as long as they're safe, right? But what is that one thing that will move you closer? And then when you achieve that, you add another, and you add another. And so you're building your routines. Now, while you are achieving those goals, you also want to be learning. What are the parameters of this lifestyle? What are grains? What are hidden grains? How can you avoid them? Okay? I teach that in my VIP membership program, and that's why you're going to book a call with me so I can tell you more about that. Then, you know your grains, you know your grain-based ingredients, you're avoiding them. What do you eat? Well, you're going to learn. You're going to learn what are your safe ingredients based on your allergy profile. And for my VIPs, there's that course, Grain-Free Magic, where I go through 9 modules on demand at your convenience, and we learn about grain-free flour and egg replacer and how to replace dairy and how to neutralize flavor and how to get the results that we want from our grain-free, allergy-friendly foods. VIPs, I'm going to see you twice a month, right? Our next meetup is the 3rd Wednesday in July at 7:15 p.m. Watch your email from the invite, and if you're not a VIP yet, use my link so that we can get you on the list. We're going to get you recipes. You don't have to do this all on your own, okay? You've got, right? You've abandoned your unrealistic goals. You're learning the new parameters of your lifestyle, okay? And then you want to have fun exploring. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, but hopefully those mistakes will be delicious, and you'll be making them with support, okay? I believe you can do this because the possibilities are endless when you break a recipe. Now, happy 4th of July. I hope you have a wonderful day. I want you to sing on out with me. You ready? I am grain-free and I can do anything. You are grain-free and you can do anything. We are grain-free and we can do anything. Okay, folks, happy 4th. Have a wonderful day. Use the link below. I'll see you on my calendar. I'm here to support you. Have a wonderful day. I believe in you because the possibilities are endless when you break a recipe.